If you're an independent filmmaker, you know that feeling, right? You pour your heart, your soul, pretty much all your savings into making a film, only to watch it struggle to get noticed. Well, today, we're diving into a new model that wants to fix that exact problem. It's called the Hollyworld.tv film launch system. Okay, let's get into it.
This is the question that probably keeps so many creators up at night. You make something you are incredibly, deeply proud of, you put it out into the world, and then nothing. Crickets. So why does this keep happening to so many amazing independent films? This is the core problem this whole system is really designed to solve.
The source material has a name for it, the indie film void. And honestly, it's a perfect description. Just picture this huge digital black hole. Thousands of incredible films get released into it every single year, but they just kind of vanish. They don't find an audience, and maybe even more importantly, they don't make any real money for the people who poured everything they had into making them.
And this slide right here just lays out the impossible choice that filmmakers have been stuck with for years. So on one hand, you can upload and pray. You just toss your film onto a giant platform and hope some magical algorithm picks it up, which by the way leaves you with zero data and probably zero revenue. Or you can chase a traditional distributor. And that usually means you give up control, you give up ownership, and you give up most of the money it might make. Both of these paths are just broken.
So why are these old methods so fundamentally broken? It's not just a string of bad luck. The source material argues that there are some really deep systemic flaws in the whole way we even think about launching a film. Let's take a closer look and diagnose the problem. The analysis really boils it down to these 5 key failures. First, there's no warmed-up audience. Basically, nobody's waiting for your film to drop. Then, there's no clear story about the film. It just gets lost in this sea of other content. Third, and this one is huge, there are no conversion-optimized funnels. That's just a fancy marketing term for having a clear path that guides someone from being a little interested to actually buying a ticket. Fourth, you're relying entirely on one source of money, just ticket sales, which leaves so much potential cash on the table. And finally, the whole launch is just scattered and chaotic, instead of being a thought-out strategy.
Okay, so what's the answer? This is where the big idea really comes into play. The solution isn't just a slightly better way to do distribution. No, it's a complete shift in thinking. It's a launch system, a strategic, repeatable process that's designed from the ground up for growing an audience and generating revenue. So, what exactly is a launch system? Well, it's a framework that blends together 3 really powerful ideas: a big cinematic digital premiere, a proven marketing sequence to build hype, and tactics from the webinar world to turn all that hype into multiple streams of revenue. But the most important part? The whole thing is designed to put control and the data right back into the hands of the filmmaker.
All right, so how does it all actually work? The entire model is built on what the source calls 3 strategic pillars. Let's break them down one by one.
So the very first pillar is all about positioning. Before you even start thinking about marketing, you give the film this deep thematic anchor. And this isn't just about what genre it is. It's about finding the core emotional or philosophical idea that's really going to hook an audience and make them truly care. And here's what that positioning looks like in practice. The system suggests aligning every single film with one of these 3 powerful core themes. Are you exploring visionary sci-fi worlds? Is your film all about the resilience of a community? Or maybe it's a thriller built around ingenuity and mystery. By picking a theme, you're creating a story for your launch, and you start building an audience that connects with that specific big idea. It completely transforms a simple upload into a can't-miss event. Okay, pillar number 2 is where the marketing engine really fires up. It takes a proven strategy from the world of product launches. This intense 5-day sequence designed to systematically build up anticipation and excitement for your premiere. And here's the play-by-play. On day 1, you introduce the film's big idea, the opportunity for the audience to explore something meaningful. Day 2 is about the transformation. You share behind-the-scenes stories. Day 3, you hit them with social proof, early reviews, and reactions. And then, for the last 2 days, you open the ticket window and really drive that sense of urgency. This whole sequence is designed to take a cold audience and turn them into a group of excited fans who are ready to buy.
And now for the final pillar, and this one might be the most revolutionary. This is all about what happens after the credits roll. The system uses tactics from the world of online webinars to turn your premiere into a powerful revenue engine.
And this right here is the critical mindset shift.
For most filmmakers, the premiere is the finish line. In this system, it's the starting gun for making money. The screening is the one event that gets all of your most passionate fans together in one place at one time. This is where you really capitalize on having that captive audience. Immediately after the film, boom, you can launch themed merchandise. You can promote affiliate offers that actually make sense with your film's theme. You could offer an exclusive premiere club membership. You can even sell access to a 48-hour replay. All of a sudden, you're not just selling a ticket anymore. You're stacking value and creating multiple income streams from a single event.
So, when you put all three of these pillars together, what does it really mean for a filmmaker? Well, it all boils down to a pretty clear promise. A real, tangible plan that gives you control and a legitimate path to success.
I mean, just look at what this system actually gives a filmmaker. You get a clear, step-by-step plan, so no more guessing. You get an audience that is genuinely excited for your film and ready to buy tickets. The premiere itself feels professional, like a real event. You unlock all these different ways to earn money. And maybe the most important thing of all, you get to keep the valuable data and insights about your own audience. That right there, that is true ownership.
And this quote from the source material just perfectly sums up the whole philosophy. Your film deserves a real launch, not a quiet release, not an invisible upload, a premiere. It's all about giving your work the event, the audience, and the path to revenue that it actually deserves. So, by combining this deep thematic storytelling with proven launch marketing and stacked monetization, this system offers a really compelling alternative to the old upload and pray model. It's designed to give power, control, and revenue back to the creator, which really just leaves us with one big question to think about. Is this the future for independent film?